Hey guys, it is Friday, March 6th, and I am back again. I did not post a video yesterday because I was just waiting for things to play out, and they now finished playing out, so I want to get you guys through that and then show what's next on the table. So without further ado, let's get through the intro. Smash that subscribe button and the like button at the same time, or quickly followed by each other, and I'll see you inside. Okay, so here we are. It's Friday, March 6th, and we were waiting for NFP, and this week was, again, positioning week, and a lot of positioning was done with gold and so on, and a lot of things played out. And what's interesting to see is that the non-farm payroll report absolutely smashed the expected consensus result. We kind of knew that this was going to come in here. Yesterday we were thinking 175. All early reports kind of indicated that, so that was good, that was positive, but we really absolutely smashed it. And that did stop the tumbling of the dollar index, because everyone's running around being absolutely crazy about this coronavirus. That's where we're at, coming to a close on the weekend. And now, where are we at with the dollar index? We're here. So dollar index is at an absolute bottom. In fact, you have to go so far out. You see that it was in June of last year that we were at this bottom, but that was coming from the bottom going up. So when did we come from the top going down? Well, we have to get up to a monthly view in order to see that, and that's 17. Now, I don't recall what happened back then, but something happened. We're there. Why we're here is, again, people buying into this news hype of coronavirus. If you go back and look at our videos, I think 5 or 6 weeks ago, I said, okay, the coronavirus is there. Everyone's terrified. Blah, 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 blah. What's going to happen? The market's going to do this, and the market's going to do that. And what's the market doing? It's doing exactly that. So why are we surprised with our pants down by our ankles? I don't know, but market makers know. And I bet you someone's funding all this news. But anyway, again, I digress. So anyway, there is obviously the news of the new employment and all that stuff, and while the market opened lower today, I believe that the market is up, pre-market is up, but I'm not going to go into that. So anyway, I want to show you guys where I'm at. So to not a bigger surprise, I've been running a huge DD, so guess what? It blew up. Did I blow my entire account? Nope. What did I have left when it blew? My pants, my name, and some other stuff in my pocket. But no, seriously, I had $3. So what did I do? Well, I certainly didn't lay down underneath the table crying, but I don't want to dismiss this as something petty or anything, because $252 for some people are a lot of money. Now I happen to be able to handle that loss, and it's okay, but I don't want to dismiss that as $252. So now why did this happen? Well, it's simple. I didn't follow my rules. I didn't do what I usually do. On my big account, I follow the rules, and I've set everything, and it's paying off, and I'm doing just fine. Although I took a $3,000 hit overnight, but I expect to take that back, because the previous days I've taken a couple of $1,000s in profit. So overall I'm up. But anyway, I think the one thing I'm going to do now, and I'll do better videos, because what I want to do is I want to try to set the videos at 10-minute increments, and I'm going to go in and say what I'm doing each day and why, what trades I'm taking. And I know everyone's kind of looking at the screen and seeing, you see a couple of EMAs, and you see an indicator here that I've talked about in the past, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, what I'm going to do is this morning, or yesterday, last night, somewhere, the account blew out and I had $3 left. So what I did is just doing some scalping. So now, in order to help myself see if I can build it up, but I have that $252 actually has a story. It was about $3 at one point, and I traded it back up, and now I'm back down there. So we're doing it again. Now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to just pop something on the screen. It's very simple. This here, gotta go. I just put this together real quick, but I wanted to show you guys a couple of rules. There are 5 rules for now, and I just put some conditioning on it. And so what I want to do is I want to put this rule set, I want to take this one away, and I want to set it next to my screen pretty much like this. Let me see if I can do this. So if I do it like this, right, and then let's see if I either blow the entire account or not. But so when I take a trade, I have to ask myself these 5 questions, and I have to then say yes or no. So if I say yes for everything, then it's a green board and I can enter the trade. If I say no for something, and I have to be honest with myself, so it's only as good as it can get, right? And I have 1 red tab and I can't enter the trade. So now the other thing is I will be doing the scalping, so my rule will be 12 pips, and I have to have a 2-to-1 ratio I'm setting here. So what I want to do is just take 12 pips constantly, and I want to count for the spread as well. So if I have a 1.6 spread, then I need 13.6 pips. So based on something that I set up this morning, I would have taken that here, obviously, on 5 minutes. So I'm going to go through this real quick, but we're up at 9 minutes. I'm going to cut out some stuff, so it'll be better. But what I'm doing is I'm waiting for pivots to be created. And if you don't know what pivots is, then I'm going to have a quick lesson with you right now. Pivots are where points, the price got rejected and turned away. And so there's many definitions of pivots, but a pivot is that it's the high, and then the 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right are lower than the one in the center, and closes with a lower low, and so on. So it's pretty easy. If you just take any chart, we can take this chart and we can just make it naked and afraid. Default, right? So I'm even going to take away the sessions for now, just to show you guys real fast. All right, so the first thing I have to do is set the support and resistance, so I can clear that question. Are we at support and resistance? Well, it appears we are right there. So this is daily. I'm going to start setting 4. I might add some rules here. On daily you need to set 2 above and 2 below of a current price. So let's do that. There is a resistance there, support. So now we have 2, and then let's say, where would price go next? Can we go here? And then where else? We have hesitation here, but I don't see, like, price comes up and turns hard. Right, so it's like a shocking result. So if you say, like, here, price came up here and turned to the tune of 312 pips, that's noticeable. All right, and then I'm going to skip 4 hours. I'm going straight to 1 hour. And then I'm going to set a few more support and resistance. So looking for sharp up, sharp down, and we're looking for 2 points, meaning it touched it twice. So there's one. And then, and this is just, again, going back to my first videos, it's eyeballing it. 2. So now we're in and around the price. Get down to 15 minutes. And we have support resistance right in here. Now the question is this worth it? Well, there's 30 pips here. What I'm looking for is that I can get 12 pips, remember? So I need pivots that are gonna pay me that. Right? So we'll set one here. And so you have to measure up your pivots. Basically say, does this pivot here give me 12 pips down? Yes, it did. Does this pivot give me 12 pips down? Well, clearly it did, right? Here, put look. And then, does this pivot, if it breaks through this, does it give me 12 pivots? Pips? Yes, it does. So I'm going to set price there. All right, so that's it, right? I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So first question, prices, support and resistance. Well, it's getting darn close. So I'm going to go down to 5 minutes because this is scalping. So it broke through this resistance. There's a candle here, down candle. Volume is not extraordinarily high, and it's breaking through and getting down to 1 minute. So we broke through, we came back, we broke through here. And we broke through with less volume, so there's no strength in this support resistance right here, right? So we broke through it with little volume, right? So, and now we're through here. We see the volume starting to increase here. So, but there's 6.7 pips here. Based on this one, I'm going to go long because we broke through, right? So I'm at support resistance, yes. Support resistance, yes. Confirm. Confirmation candle, yes. I have broken through. I have a confirmation candle, yes. Volume indication correct. Well, we broke through the resistance with very little volume. So the resistance wasn't hard here, right? If it would take extreme volume and we barely broke through it, then that resistance is pretty strong. Now this one up here is starting to look pretty tough. And so volume indication correct. So what we want is, we had this pin bar here, but we had no force behind it really, right? So volume is not correct there. Profit to risk setup, we have to go back about 5 minutes. If I enter here, can I get 12 pips? Boom, I could, but on 5 minutes, we broke through. And did we get the confirmation candle? Nope. We got a hanging man, so this is a short now, right? Can I get 12 pips? Yes, I can. 2-to-1 ratio, so if I set that, I get 18 pips and I have 9 pips stop loss. All right, so that's one. Close to news. Well, let's check the news. 3 hours, not really, so nothing is gonna destroy this setup really. So back here, so we have a green board, so I'm gonna take a short on this. I want 12 pips, 10, 12, 1.5 in spread, so I need 13.9 pips. My stop loss is above previous resistance, right there. So that's not a 2-to-1, is it now? So lessen our risk. What is it now? 11, 10 pips. So Now at 10, the board is going to light up. And with the spread, I'm 10 pips away. So this is what I'm going to do. So my risk now is $1. My profit is $1.48. So we'll see if that pans out. And I lower the risk a little bit more, right above that resistance, and see if we get this straight. We'll probably get stopped out, but that's okay. The risk is low. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep this here and run through that. So 17 minutes into it with the cuts and stuff like that, I'm aiming to get down to 15 minutes or less. This was just introduction on what I'm doing. Blew the account, but that's because I didn't follow these rules. I'll fix up the spreadsheet and I'll make sure you can use it. So we're out. That's okay. So I'll make sure you guys can use it if you want to. You can fix it up any way you want to yourself. So now I'm waiting for a new trade. And it's going back and forward. Pound Swiss franc. Is this resistance going to hold? We broke through. Do we get a confirmation candle? I don't know. We're on 1 minute. Now we have a high and a low. So I'm going to wait for this little thing here, because that's the old structure. That's the old low. It's really yeah, that's the old low. So I gotta have a break through that one before I go short. And I have a low high, so I gotta have a break through this one if I want to go long. Okay, so that's it. Let's see what we can do. Oh, and so I'm gonna do this with Djinn's math. So I'm looking for 15 pips a day. I've actually really I did have that earlier today, so I should have stopped trading, but I hadn't done the video and I wanted to update you guys. So 15 pips net, right? So that means I have to have 15 pips in profit. That would give me $1.15 in profit today. I need to do that. I need 60 pips and so on to continue building a week. So take a look. Link is below in the description. Check out his math. I think he's making an update to it, but I'm going to use that as the tool to see if we can get to that. The results are pretty staggering. So and I'm going to use my rule book. So that's it. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I see you next week. Bye. Hey guys, just a quick update before I run off to enjoy the weekend. I told you guys that I needed 15 pips net a day based on math from Djinn. And I was saying that I was taking 12 pips per trade. And I have now effectively hit the 15 pips net. I have one here, one here. I had a little loss there, and we took the trade that I lost on before, but that ended up being the right trade, the short, but my stop loss was just too tight. So anyway, as you can see, we came up here and I was looking for a short, and my stop was just a little tight. So, but I'm effectively now up 30 pips in one day. So I'm going to leave this account alone because I met the goal of 15 pips per day. And I have effectively 30 pips. So as you can see now, we're at 629. So we'll keep haggling and straggling and working our ass off to see if we can build this one up. And 15 pips net per day. And we don't stop until we get it. All right, that's it. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you Monday.